You've definitely come across some news involving Pete Davidson in the past couple of months, especially at the beginning of his romantic relationship with Kim Kardashian. Pete Davidson is an American actor, a comedian, and a writer. The 28-year-old has an estimated net worth of $8 million, so we're going to be taking a dive into how he spends it.
Yeah, I'm in Staten Island in my mom's basement, crushing it.
Pete Davidson moved from his mother's apartment, where he lived in the basement, into his $1.2 million condo in Staten Island, New York. Being born and raised there, Pete decided to stay close to home and keep the house hunt nearby. The house has 2 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. It's located really close to the water and offers really impressive views of Manhattan. His condo is really well furnished and has plenty of modern living space. It measures 1,600 square feet and has high ceilings and hardwood floors. The living room and kitchen can be easily accessed from the dining area, making it super easy to mingle when people come over. Apart from his professional reasons, the Saturday Night Live cast member has recently been propelled into the spotlight for his personal life and his dating history. He's dated a lot of movie stars and pop stars like Ariana Grande. In 2018, Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson started dating, and they actually got engaged only a few weeks after beginning their relationship. He proposed to her with a $93,000 pear-shaped diamond ring. The exquisite piece of jewelry was crafted by Manhattan-based jeweler Greg Yuna. Sadly, their engagement was very short-lived, and Ariana Grande reportedly returned the expensive piece of jewelry to Pete Davidson after their engagement was called off. The 28-year-old comedian is known to have more than 40 tattoos, all of which have different and interesting meanings. In a recent interview with Ellen, his girlfriend, Kim Kardashian, told us that he had a couple of tattoos inspired by their relationship. One of the tattoos says, "My girl is a lawyer," and is located on his left shoulder amongst a few other cutesy ones. Kim also said that he decided to do something a little different and have her name branded on his chest, which she really loved and thought was super cute. During their relationship, our boy Pete got an Ariana Grande tattoo, or an inspired one, behind his left ear. It was a picture of a bunny ears that the singer wore during her album Dangerous Woman's cover photo. After they split, Pete Davidson had it covered up with a large black heart. Although it seems that all of his tattoos are references to his present or past relationships, that's not exactly the case. Pete Davidson's dad was a firefighter, and he died in service during the 9/11 event, when Davidson was just 7 years old. He got his dad's firefighter badge number 8418 tattooed on his left arm in honor of his dad. Pete supported Hillary Clinton in the 2017 U.S. presidential election. On December 5, 2017, he stated on his Instagram account that he got a tattoo on his leg of Clinton, who he called a hero, or his hero at that, and a badass, and one of the strongest people in the universe. Clinton herself appreciated Davidson for the gesture. However, Davidson said in May of 2021 that he'd get rid of most of his tattoos as he was considering chasing a career in acting. The worth of his tattoos is estimated to be between $20,000 and $30,000. In 2016, Davidson purchased a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house in Staten Island for his mom for $1.3 million, where he lived with his mom and his sister. The house had a lot of remarkable features, like a grand entryway decorated with flowers, a curved staircase, and a stained glass skylight. The basement worked as a detached apartment, or what Davidson called a man cave, where he lived for a couple of days before moving into his own condo sometime in April 2021. Pete Davidson said several times that he did not care about cars. However, he got himself a silver S-Class Mercedes when he made enough money. Apparently, he got that car specifically because it was a 15-year-long dream of his grandfather to drive a Mercedes-Benz S-Class. The SNL cast member insisted that his grandfather drove the car and posted a video on Instagram. It was a truly beautiful and emotional moment to watch. When it was time to buy himself a new car, Pete opted for a black Mercedes-Benz S-Class, which he reportedly purchased because he could drive around New York City with privacy. And the S-Class cost about $100,000. Pete Davidson, together with co-star fellow Staten Island native Colin Jost and real estate agent Paul Italia, have purchased a decommissioned Staten Island ferry boat at an auction organized by New York City Department of Citywide Administrative Services. The boat, which cost $280,000, was named after President John F. Kennedy and used to run on the Manhattan to Staten Island route. The trio reportedly plans to turn the ferry into a new venue with a capacity of 5,200 people, which will host hot music, comedy, and other performance events. However, before that can happen, the boat's going to need to be renovated, and it's going to need to have a permanent docking place acquired. After the end of his relationship with Ariana Grande, Davidson bought a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, which cost him upwards of $150,000. We're not sure how he went from, Not giving a crap about cars to owning more than one luxury Benz. But, we're excited about the transition. I guess having money does change a person somewhat, right? Pete Davidson has a very impressive watch collection, and it's hard not to notice his preference for Rolex. Some of the most iconic watches he has include a Rolex Day Date with a yellow gold case and a bracelet which costs $35,000. Another fascinating piece is his Rolex Deep Sea Sea Dweller. I feel like that could have been called the Rolex Deep Sea Dweller, but I'm not a marketing person. Anyways, one of the features that make this watch very chic is its gradient blue dial designed to represent the colors of the different sea levels. This watch can be sold on the secondary market for as much as $50,000. Pete Davidson also has a Rolex Submariner and a Rolex Datejust. Although his preference for Rolex is undeniable, you'd probably be interested in the fact that Pete wears Casio's G-Shock from time to time, as the two brands are literally at the opposite ends of the price spectrum. Everybody loves a man that can accessorize, and we definitely love Pete's jewelry and accessory choices as a trendsetter. If you haven't been keeping an eye on Davidson's neck, the comedian has been sporting some very choice beaded accessories lately. Likewise, celebrities like Dua Lipa and Demi Lovato have followed this trend. Let's talk about his look at the 2021 Met Gala. The gala was held in September, which is unusual, so Pete and his team decided to pay tribute to his dad, who passed on September 11, 2001. Davidson wore garnets, his father's birthstone, in the form of an antique necklace and the Kwiat Diamond Riviere necklace to honor him. In addition, Pete wore antique silver, black, and white diamonds on his wrist and fingers to complete the look. Although his jewelry choice was thoughtful and probably didn't draw that much attention, they must have cost a fortune. Another one of Davidson's jewelry pieces that we just can't go without acknowledging is a necklace bearing a gold pendant shaped like a FDNY badge with his dad's number on it, 8418. The necklace obviously holds sentimental value, and the comedian has been seen wearing it on several occasions. Sometimes celebrities take time off and unwind, and they try and relax and get away from the craziness in their lives. Pete Davidson's no different, and he's been spotted in several locations with or without company. In 2019, Davidson was spotted by a pool in Miami with his then-girlfriend Kaya Gerber. Fast forward to 2021, when he began dating Kim K, the duo was spotted in the Bahamas. It was their first vacation as a couple, and hopefully we'll see more of that. Considering how often he's on vacation, we can estimate his yearly expense to be around $50,000. But again, it's an estimate. Davidson once said, "Whenever you put on sneakers that are new and crisp, it makes you feel good, no matter what." His sneaker collection has a very broad range of brands, from Kanye West's Yeezy line to Air Jordans to Vans to Fendi to etc. The day before the Rob Lowe roast, Davidson got out the Red Octobers and the Mags for a combined $15,000. The Mags feature an adaptive fit, and it can resell for over $85,000. The Red October colorway from the Nike Air Yeezy 2s is possibly the most coveted one. Since the release in 2014, they haven't been restocked, making them sell for some, way more than they should be selling on the secondary market. Pete Davidson is a good man with a kind heart and often makes donations to charities and supports certain movements. He's said to have donated at least $180,000 to different organizations. In August of 2021, Davidson paired up with the Jon Stewart to create a night to remember in honor of the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attack. The event, themed New York City Still Rising After 20 Years, a comedy celebration, was held at the Madison Square Garden and featured several other celebrities and comedians like Jimmy Fallon, Colin Jost, Colin Quinn, Dave Attell, etc. All the proceeds from that event were donated to 9/11 charities. And that about wraps it up. So if you enjoyed the video, watch this one next.